All right. So down here in the bottom right of Babylon, we have Spirit. And in the top left, we have Harstem. All right. I do see someone asking in the channel if I'm going to be casting the NA Cup. I don't know yet. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. I am going to have a stream tonight no matter what, but I don't know if we're going to do the Cup or we are going to just do a regular stream. My voice is getting a little bit tired. You know, solo casting for four hours or so can definitely do that to you. That's a projected time of the tournament. It's about 4 hours, right, for a bracket that size. But we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, this won't be the last cup that I do. I'm definitely going to do at least a few more cups to really understand this patch better and the maps better. All right, probe coming up very quickly here from Harstem. Kind of normal, right? Let me remember Babylon, what this map is. Oh, yes, okay. We did see a few games on this already. Kind of standard, kind of standard. That's pretty wide open, man. Holy crap. Guess you don't want to take that as your third, huh? But you do have this high ground that goes down into your other third. Yeah, I think this is the third, for real. Just some nice harassment there. Marine pops out as opposed to a Reaper. Gets that probe out of there way quicker than a Reaper, obviously, because of the quicker build time. Of course, the Marine will, or the probe will go all the way home. The factory coming up. Arubu. It should be called the Artubu, if you ask me. All right, Reaper going up, and we have a Twilight opener here from Harstem. Okay. So very likely that we'll see something like Blink 3-gate Robo. Let's see what he ends up scouting here. All right, gets a probe kill. Nice. Ah, he gets 2 probe kills. This is surprising. Why is he getting 2 probe kills? 3 probe kills. That's very uncommon, guys, to see 3 probe kills from a Reaper that jumps up into the Protoss base after you make the Marine. So it's like a very slow Reaper. In fact, that's probably why it happened. He probably was expecting if you open with a Marine that he won't see the Reaper, right? So, yeah, in fact, now that I'm thinking about it, that's 100% what happened there. But that is incredible damage for a Reaper. Incredible damage. I'm, like, really shocked. So Harstem is probably kicking himself because that's not something that should generally happen. But that's okay. He's gonna get his revenge with a DT drop. One of the dirtiest of all builds. His Prism coming right along. There's 1 gate, 2 gate. Okay, so he's going to be able to warp in 2 DTs at once, which is pretty good. You're going to be able to split them up. We'll keep track of the energy as the Prism actually approaches. Oh my god, he's already making a Raven. And a 3rd command center. This is the best case scenario right now for Spirit. As long as his Raven doesn't go directly across the map. And there's a possibility it does. A lot of times when you make a Raven, you send it to do harassment. So like, let's say the Raven is over here. Like, look at it. Look at this. Yeah. If the Raven is pretty far across the map when the DTs come, Harstem can still get good damage. If it's really close by when the DTs come, the DTs just don't do anything. And he's getting a very fast 3rd CC. So now this TT walking in towards the main. Oh wow, the Raven stayed. He took off the rally point. Ooh, that was a quick auto turret, and he scans to kill the other one. Beautiful defense. So, looking at this position, between the Reaper killing 3 probes, instant defense of the DT build, including killing one of the DTs and damaging the shuttle, and the speed of this 3rd command center, when you put all this together, I really like Spirit's position more than Harstem's. Now, that's not to say that Harstem can't come back, but I don't think there's any way that you can be upset with this opening as Spirit. Like, it's very solid. Harstem is taking a third base, which, yeah, I think that's totally fine. He saw the third command center, everything. He knows that he can't really be attacked, not realistically. Like, you can do something like this, but Harstem should be able to pull together a defense against this, right? Like, just random gateway units, maybe make an Archon, right, with a couple DTs. You should be able to kill this off. This should not end up dealing a lot of damage. Maybe it trades with your army well, but as long as you live, right? And Terran is more about critical mass than Protoss, so if you whittle some units down now, that can be good. Ooh, this is a good siege. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Harstem. He was not ready for this. He definitely didn't think that was coming. He's dead. That is too much damage. That is way too much damage. He's making 7 gates, so, like, he may not technically die here if he wants to stay in the game, but this is bad, bad, bad for him. Now, there is a counter DT drop going on. Gets cleared up pretty quickly. Spirit doing a very good job. He is going to kill this Nexus, and then it's going to be like 9-gate charge lot with an Immortal. Some of these units walking back, unfortunately. I think we just saw the F2 Army Hotkey right there, or whatever he has it on. Prism does get out alive, which is kind of nice. A lot of charge lots, so, like, this army has to turn around, obviously. Like, Spirit knows that. Of course, this army can't stop whatever's left. Yeah, maybe the tank gets picked off, but even getting these Marines home is a pretty big win. Really excellent position for Spirit. Ooh, that's a sick kill right there if he stops and gets it. No? Yes? Maybe? Get it! What are we doing? Follow command? Come on! Are you kidding me? It lived. Yep, there it is. How does this happen? Okay, Medivacs coming out. Well-placed siege tank. Turret in the main. More racks is coming, going up to those 5 barracks that are so important. Kind of interesting depot placements here. I mean, stuff like this can screw up AI. So, to me, it kind of looks sloppy, but there might be something to it. Okay, that's a good charge up. Good first few volleys there. He's going to be able to knock down this bunker really quickly. He actually takes 2 more volleys than I thought he would. SCV's doing a good job getting in there. And Harstem really going for it right now. I mean, killing these depots even is pretty solid. He has to pull back his 3rd command center that he was trying to make. It feels like Spirit just wasn't paying close enough attention. Now to kill 4 depots, including a supply dropped one. Dude, look at that supply drop for Spirit. 83 at 85. That is pretty massive. But don't forget, his army is about to scale a lot better. Well, these are very low energy medevacs, so he's going to have 2 more coming out as well. It's not like we have any upgrades on the Protoss army. We do have +1 halfway done here. So it's very good to see Harstem back at home getting ready with Colossus tech. That's like what he's going to end up needing, because again, this type of thing, it's like it looks super strong and it did some damage there and it screwed Sol up a little bit there. But as Sol's army, like his bio army grows, this doesn't do much, right? You just kind of out-kite it. You have that +1 attack. You have your combat shields. You have medevacs. And you can kill this off. So Harstem is definitely going to be relying pretty heavily. Oh, man. That was a good pick off on 2 sentries, by the way. But he's going to be relying pretty heavily upon the Colossi that are going to be coming out. And it should be Colossi, I think, because of how heavy his Zealot count is. Like, I mean, you can't... there's always a choice between Disruptor and Colossi, but I think here Colossi works. Oh, he gets Disruptor. Okay. Might be an emergency Disruptor, or, you know, I'm trying to figure that one out. I feel like he needs the more steady damage. But anyways, oh god, a big drop in the main base. None of it matters. Spirit really was in control of that game, like, the entire time. Yeah, he blocked everything. Very, very well done. All right, we're going to get into game number 2 right away here. couple things for your observer interface. You can change the score using control and whatever number. Thank you, Steadfast. You guys can check out the Steadfast stream. He's also commentating here today, I believe. He normally does. He does a lot of the cup casting, I think. All right. Let's go, go, go. Control 1? No. Right control 2? No. 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 Wait, what? How do I do it again? Shit. No? Shift 1. There it is. Okay. Anyways, here we are. We're on altitude. This map really interesting. Don't forget, if this blows up, it blows up this, right? So very interesting that you have to kill a building to get this gold base actually functional, so you can't just make a hatchery there at the beginning of the game. Cool stuff. Anyways, we have Spirit up here. He leads 1-0, as you can see in this best of 1. Control Shift 3. Thank you, Steadfast. Thank you. Best of 3, as you see. Okay, sick. Look at me. I'm like a pro observer now. And then we have Harstem, of course, down here. Harstem going to send his probe across for a scout. Very standard, very normal early game. Don't forget that Harstem was thrown off from the beginning of the last game. As a Marine popped out, pushed the probe away, and then there was a Reaper that was made that got 3 kills. Harstem clearly thinking there would be no Reaper. And I see people in chat saying they wish this was a Brood War tournament. And StarCraft 2 tournaments are fantastic. It would be cool to have weekly tournaments in Brood War, though. That would be really neat. Although, unfortunately, they would all be Protoss versus Protoss. Okay, so... let's look. What is this tech going to be? What is this tech going to be? Come on, Harstem. This is what we're waiting on. Where's your tech building? Are we going to go Stargate? No, you're not going to show us? Like, you got to make it eventually. Waiting on that gas. There it is, the Twilight. Alrighty. No big surprise there. And factory as well as... Wait, what do we have going on right now? Thank you for the subs, guys. I do appreciate it. Genghis Bong 419. Oh, what an ID. Thank you very much. Sergeant Apone. Welcome back for 30 months. Appreciate you, man. And my vodkas. All right. Some sick IDs here today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So let's take a look at this build. Double barracks with a factory. So is this like a 2-on-1? That's not like a build that anyone uses anymore, right? Like back in 2016, you could use a 2-on-1 build. That would be 2 barracks, factory, starport, and it would be basically a Marines with stim and medevacs push. And you could literally use that in every matchup. I kid you not. You'd use it in every single matchup. In fact, Bjorn did, and he became the world champion. But you don't really see stuff like that anymore. Okay, so this is just like quicker barracks popping up. Getting the add-on for the factory here. Is that going to be swapped over? Yeah, it looks like he wants to get his Raven. Yeah, okay, nothing too weird. It felt a little bit odd, the timing of it, but that's fine. Maybe I'm off. Blink on the way. And it is just going to be straight up 3-gate blink prism. So, like, right, this is the very middle of the road kind of macro build. Oftentimes you pin Terran in their base with this. You know, you have the threat of going in. But, like, with 4-gate, right, if you guys recall, like, Parting would do this build with 4-gate, and he would literally kill every Terran on Earth. And other Protosses, you know, they could do damage, but they couldn't really kill him. 3-gate was the macro build for a long time, where you'd go for this, and then... You know, you 3-gate Stalker, Blink, and the Prism, and then you would expand. Nowadays, it's more of a midway build. It's like good at defending, it's good at kind of attacking. But if you really want the fast Nexus, you go 2-gate with this, right? That evolved. It's a funny thing. This is what happens in good RTSs over time. People get so good at everything gets skimped out on. Production building numbers, unit numbers, everything. But let's see what Harstem can get done. So there's the Raven. He's standing here. This is his anti-Oracle place. A lot of Stalkers coming up. He definitely does not know about this as of yet. We don't have any anti-Stalker measures, like no bunker or anything. The factory is making a reactor, right? So a lot of times when you're playing against this build, you want to have tanks siege up, like behind other buildings in good, strong locations. He's not going to be able to have that this time. So we're going to have to see if he can just kind of hold on. He does have Stim already. And he's already popping out Marauders. So that's going to be a lot of incoming damage if the blink up occurs, right? If they blink up and you insta-stim and start hitting, you're going to have a good time as Terran. Like, I think he has enough units that he can kind of do whatever. Now, Harstem brings his attention up here, and Spirit leaves his main base. 4 Stalkers come out. 4 is enough to one-shot, right? So a volley kills. Well, he's kind of splitting it a little bit. All right, Bio coming up, chasing him home. Oh, God, what did we have over here? Something happened. I guess we'll never know. My observing strikes again. Okay, Spirit, like, he doesn't have any medevacs in his army, but he's going to dive, and there's an Immortal? I'm not... No, you can't be doing that. Yeah, he runs away, turns around. I feel like this army is just going to die. I'm surprised he chased him that far back, to be honest. Okay, maybe he gets away with a chunk of this. Feels still a little bit wasteful. Like, I'm not sure what he was hoping would happen here. Definitely takes some damage, but all this can be repaired. All this can be healed. On the 3 racks, command center going to be made down there. I like how we have this tech lab just chilling. Mines, okay. Oh, it was auto turrets. Where is that thing? Oh, there it is. Okay, now we know. 6 kills on this Raven. All right, double barracks going to be coming up. Yeah, I guess everything is, like, pretty normal overall. I don't think Sol can attack right now, though. I feel like he needs to macro up a little bit more. This is a pretty scary Protoss army. The Charge Lot's getting in front and tanking a lot. Harstem, with those move commands, pulls his Zealots back at just the right time. Definitely a slightly better trade for Harstem, I would say. And now he's rotating up here towards this 3rd base. Dude, if he cancels that 3rd, that's huge. So either Sol or Spirit needs to get back here immediately, or he needs to counter drop. Like, he has to do one, he has to do it quick. So, look, he's going for the counter drop, and Harstem is going deep right now. He's just leaving this with 3 Zealots, but he might have to recall. Like, Terran damage output, Terran base trades are scary as hell. And look, Spirit's ready for that base trade completely. He goes ahead, floats his command center up, and, dude, he's going to lose the Nexus. So the recall can't happen here. It could happen there. Does Harstem have enough to finish this? The Liberation Zones are actually massacring. Beautiful. This was so smart. I guarantee you he made these knowing that a base trade was going to occur. Like, that is beautiful. Those are so hard to blink on top of. You just can't do it. And at the end of this, Spirit's way ahead. He's killed this Nexus. The probe count is okay for the 2 bases that exist. Well, the command center did get canceled. We do have to give him that. The command center did get canceled, but I feel like this position is not as good for for Protoss. He is getting into some disruptors. Yeah, I guess the disruptors are definitely a good call here. Blink disruptor with, like, some other random stuff. But I still feel like Sol has more control here. You know what I mean? Like, I guess he actually has a much larger army supply as well. Similar economies, much larger army supply. But yeah, if he sets this up just right, it's like you really need a big, big disruptor hit. 4 Liberators setting... Dude, you can't go there. You can't. You cannot. This is not an area. The Liberators could almost win on their own. All right, Raven comes up as well. Just backs up from the Disruptor. A little bit of an overstim there. Not a big deal, though. Yeah, he uses the overcharge. It looks like Spirit should be able to take this down. GG. And that's going to be it. Spirit is going to win 2-0.